Hi guys, this is Annie and tonight we'll be doing this floral pastel manicure which is good for spring and Easter. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's get started. So for tonight's manicure it's all going to be pastel colors and I will be using the following colors here. My white, yellow, pink, green, blue, and my favorite top coat, which is a fast drying top coat. If you don't have this, feel free to use whichever is your favorite. And the tools we'll also be using tonight are the following: a stamping plate with my stamper and my scraper, some jewels with some striping tape, a striping brush, pair of scissors, pair of tweezer, my nail polish remover pen, or if you don't have this, you can get Q-tips with acetone or a brush with acetone. I have some cotton with my cotton claw here to clean my stamping plate as we work. And also I have a lint roller sticky tape brush which I use to clean my stamper. So that's all we'll be needing for this manicure. Let's get started. Alright guys, I have already went ahead and applied my base coat and waited till they are completely dried. And being that the pastel colors are so thin, what I did was I applied white nail polish as my base color to all the nails, and then I applied my yellow pastel, one coat of that above the white, and then a coat of pink for that accent nail. And being that the base coat was white, I only needed to apply one coat that really brought the colors through. So the next step will be to go ahead and stamp off floral patterns on there. And tonight I will be using my Pueen plate, and I'll also be using my Bundlemonster scraper and my little stamper here. And the colors we're going to be stamping tonight with these flowers are going to be in pink and blue, so go ahead and grab those colors. So again, I'll be using my Pueen plate number 25, and I'll be using this image. And the way I'm going to be stamping with this tonight is I'm going to actually mix my colors. If you could see here, I actually have the floral pattern there. I have a couple flowers in blue and I have just a couple in pink. So we're actually going to mix that tonight. And the two colors that I'll be using, like I said, is the pink, and that's my clean color pink, and that's pastel pink. And then I have my Insta-Dri blue, and this is number 425, and it's called Blue Away. So this is how I'm going to mix it to get that flowers to come right through. Just going to apply them on the flowers itself. I'm going to skip a few, and I'm going to cover a few. So I'm going to use the big print here, a little tiny flower from the top in pink. And then, being that the Insta-Dri polish dries faster, I'm always going to apply that one as the second nail polish on here. Then you just kind of go along the rest of the space like that. Scrape and pick up, and there you have the mixed colors. So we go ahead and we apply that to the nail. And there we have that one. Now I am not too concerned about that space on the tip there, because that's going to get covered. As you could see, we are going to do a different color tip here, a little French tip in different colors. So don't worry too much about this tip here, because that's going to get covered up anyway. Concentrate more on getting your floral pattern at the bottom. So I'm going to continue doing that for the next 3 nails on my left hand. Alright guys, so now that we're done stamping, it's time to go ahead and work on our tips here. So I have already pre-cut my striping tape, and for each hand you're going to need 12 pieces of striping tape. And it's easier to always pre-cut this before you start so you don't have to stop in between your manicure and cut tapes. So here I have 12 pieces for the 4 fingers on my left hand, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them around 1/3 way down. And the best way to apply these striping tape is to get yourself a tweezer, and that really helps because it's just easier to handle with the tweezer. And again, you're going to put it around 1/3 down. Make sure it's lined up nice and straight. And continue doing the same for the rest of the nails. Alright, now that those have been applied, you just want to go ahead and press them down and make sure that there's no bumps or no bubbles, because your nail polish is going to get under that. And you don't want that to happen because it's just going to start pulling things up and it's just going to look really weird. So now we're going to apply our green, and I am using my Insta-Dri polish number 450. It's called Jade Jump. And again, we're going to apply this and immediately remove the striping tape off the end of that. So let's do that right now. And continue doing the same for the rest of the nails. Alright, so now that we have our tips done there, we have to wait a little while for that to completely dry before we can go ahead and add the stripes that I have here, which is going to be in blue and pink. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to apply that jewel, and I'm keeping that accent nail very simple tonight, because this is already so busy. I don't want them all to be, you know, the same thing. So I'm just going to keep that one simple. And I have my jewel wheel here, and this I have purchased on eBay, and it's an iridescent color jewels, and they come in 4 different sizes, so you can pick this up if you're interested in it. It's on eBay, and as you could see, they have that pink and green iridescent look, which fits right into the colors I'm using tonight. So go ahead and get your top coat. Apply a nice generous amount of top coat on this because it's a bigger jewel, so you want it to really stay in there. The best way to do that is to apply top coat, stick the jewel in, and also to apply more top coat on it to secure it in place. And usually when I put my jewels on and I put a couple layers of top coat on it and secure it very well, they tend not to fall out. They actually last for a week without falling out if you do it correct. So there I have it. I'm just gonna apply. If you can see, I am applying very generous amount of top coat on here because that's what's going to keep that jewel in place, and also go above it as well. And let me just check my tips here and see if we can go ahead and work on that. They are tap dry, but we cannot use them tap dry. We have to wait. Being that we're using striping tape on these, they have to be thoroughly dried. So I'll give it a few minutes and then we'll come right back and go ahead and apply our second set of striping tape and finish up the manicure. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so my green tips have dried completely, and being that that was an Insta-Dri polish I used, it did not take that long. It took about 2 minutes only to dry. So let's go ahead and apply our tapes. You're going to need 2 tapes for each nail now because we're going to have 2 lines, as you could see on my right hand. One's going to be in pink, and the one closer to the end of the nail to the tip there is going to be in blue. So let's apply these little striping tapes on each nail here. And I'm going to leave a very thin line of green just at the bottom. Then I'll apply the second tape to the middle of the remaining green. Make sure they're nice and straight. This one's a little crooked, so let me just peel it up and put it back down. Just press them to secure them to make sure there's no bubbles, and continue doing that for the rest of the nails. Alright, now that we have our striping tape in place, we're going to apply the stripes on your nail. So you want to grab your pink and you want to grab your blue again and get a little drop on a plate. If you have a little plate, a saucer, whatever you have, just put a little drop of the pink in there and have the blue ready to go, because we have to do both colors per nail and then pull the striping tape off immediately. So grab hold of your striping brush, have your tweezer next to you, and both nail polishes so we can go ahead and apply those. Let's start with the pink stripe and then we're going to do the blue tips. Pink stripe, blue tip, and then pull it out immediately. And there you have your stripes. And continue doing that for the rest of your nails. Okay guys, so now that we are done here with applying our stripes and removing those striping tape, it's time to go ahead and apply your top coat. Again, my favorite top coat is Out the Door. It's a fast drying top coat, but if you don't have this, you can go ahead and use your favorite top coat. And just apply a nice thick layer of top coat over those nails. That'll smoothen out all the rough edges from the striping tape, and also it makes it look nice and glossy. Don't forget to cap your nails with this. Capping your nails at the end will also keep your manicure lasting longer from wear and tear. And continue doing the same for the next nails as well. And also go over that accent jewel one more time. Be very generous on that, because that's what's going to lock that jewel in. Now that we've done with our top coat, we can go ahead and clean up around the edges there. I will be using my nail polish pen remover tonight. You can go ahead, if you don't have one of these, and use a brush with some acetone or a Q-tip with some acetone. And that's it. We have a nice pastel floral manicure, good for spring and Easter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video tonight, and if you have any questions, feel free to write to me. I'll answer them as best as I can. And don't forget to subscribe for my upcoming newest videos. Have a good night, everyone. Bye bye.